Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to SimAirport. I hope you're having a good one because it's been a little while since the last episode of SimAirport. There's been a couple of changes to the airport since that last episode. By the way, I hope you've been enjoying the City Skylines Airport stuff here on the channel. That's kind of why there hasn't been SimAirport in a little while. I've been focusing a little bit on City Skylines. I've caught the City Skylines bug once again, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. I've got to be honest. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I've been enjoying City Skylines Airports quite a bit. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not really 100% sure what we're going to do today because I feel like we've near enough done everything we possibly can with the starter airport. Now, I do feel like we need a bit more money because the goal is to eventually go ahead into finance, go into airport value, and eventually we want to sell the airport. Now, if I was to do that right now, I'd get about $11 million. And I saw some comments on, I don't know if it was the last episode or something before that, that basically said I should probably wait until I have a total valuation of between 25 and $50 million so that I can go ahead and build a completely new airport and have it be perfect and lovely and beautifully laid out and all that good stuff. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Now, I could, if I really wanted to, I could go in and I could start buying different chunks of land and we could expand the map area that we have and we could do some good stuff there. But I would rather start from scratch and see what we can do in the long run with a fully planned and perfected, dare I say perfected? Perfect might be a little bit generous, but a fully planned airport at the very least. Now, like I said, I have made some changes since the last episode. First and foremost, you might notice we have a store in the, I guess, check-in space. This isn't necessarily super useful because realistically, you know, you're only going to be able to buy very, very small things in here, anything that can go into your checked luggage or your hand luggage. But these kind of things usually do exist in the UK. You know, you'll usually see like a cafe in the check-in space. Sometimes, not in every airport, but some of them will have like a little space you can get some hot food, and some of them will have like a WH Smith or something like that. Some kind of news agents or little store where you can get like, I don't know, a bag of crisps, something to drink like a Coke or a Red Bull, or why is Red Bull my second? That, man, I have a problem. I have an energy drink problem. Anyway, you can get stuff like that. You can usually get like your toiletries. You can sometimes get souvenirs, but you can also get that stuff in the airport itself, which is why we have another store in the departures area. But I thought this was a good use of the space where we once had the security area. Now, we were running into some issues with security, or, well, with passengers at the very least, for quite a while. I was noticing that a lot of the time what was happening was, you know, people were coming into the airport, they were going through check-in, and they were getting to security and then turning around and leaving because their flight had gone. They had missed their flight. And I was wondering what was causing that, because generally speaking, people get through security here pretty quickly, and generally speaking, they get through ticketing quite quickly. So I went ahead and I expanded the ticketing area a little bit. I took out the flight info displays. I took out, I think, 4 of them and added more ticketing kiosks. So we have 4 more of those on top of the ones that we already had. So check-in is that little bit quicker. But I also went into research and researched longer LRTs. And that seems to have solved the problem. And what that makes me think is that what was happening was people were getting, you know, on the train from their departure point, you know, off the map or whatever, and they were getting here and their flight was already gone because there wasn't enough space on the train that would get them there on time. So they were getting here late. They were getting through check-in late, you know, security late. And I noticed that sometimes people were getting off the train and pretty much immediately turning around to get back on it. So that checks out. And upgrading the trains to be a bit longer to carry more people seems to have fixed that. Now, I am noticing some queues at ticketing, and these will be present throughout the day. But I've only noticed like 1 or 2 individual people turning around and leaving for a missed flight. Security's kind of similar. We are seeing some queues. Why is my camera going nuts? We are seeing some queues forming, but again, people are generally getting through this in pretty good time. So I'm not really super stressed about this. I don't think it's a huge deal. And I mean, they're getting through straight onto the plane, so I think it's all right. It would be nice if we had a little bit more time for people to chill, maybe go to a bathroom, go into a lounge, go to a store or whatever. But I guess that's what this area down here is for, even though it looks like most people getting through security are going straight onto a plane. So I think it's fair to say we're cutting it pretty close. We're definitely kind of on the threshold between people getting here on time and people getting here late. But I think for the most part, we're all right. Now that that's all out of the way, I want to figure out what else we have left to do, because I've been looking at some of the grants and I've accepted some of them. For example, we have large scale operations, which is currently 67% done, or probably 66.66 recurring percent done, but it rounds it up. We need to increase the overall airline interest to 70%. It's currently 68%. So it'd be nice to get that to be a little bit higher so we can get large scale operations done. And we also have this. We need to build more stores, basically. We need more stores and we need 2 first-class lounges. That's going to be tricky. That is going to be tricky. But I think at the minute we have 2 stores already. So what I'll do is I'll go in, we'll build some foundation here. We'll put a couple more stores, maybe just 3 more stores into that space. And then what I'm thinking we do is maybe get some lounges up this way. Like here could be an interesting place for some lounges. So if we were to go to planning mode and we'll use planned walls here, we want to come around like this. I want to fill up pretty much all of this space. Let's see. Do I want to go here? I guess we can go like that. So we want to fill up that space. We'll use cyan for the doors. So we want to go 1, 2, 3. We'll do a nice big wide door. They come into this space. And I guess what we can do is maybe a door here and a door here. We'll do a planned wall here. And maybe that's our 2 lounges. Maybe you come through, you've kind of got like an entrance into a lounge here, an entrance into a lounge here, and that's how we do it. That's maybe a little bit lazy though, but I think that's kind of the way we'll go for it. And I think I'm also going to do a little section of wall just here and just here as well. Just because I kind of like doing this sort of thing. Maybe we'll go a little bit closer on this one. Be a little bit closer on this one as well. I like doing this sort of thing so that the doors open and you don't see straight into the lounge, so you can kind of have a little bit of privacy. So I think that'll be fine. We could probably go ahead and do, I guess, well, we could do windows on this, but I don't think windows are going to be all that interesting, because windows are just going to look out into the storage area. But I guess maybe that's what we do. Let's see, what is this? So that's 5. I guess that one's going to be 4. I guess what we could do is a little window there and there as well. We'll do a little window there. And I suppose that's okay. We can do maybe 2 there, 2 there, and I don't know, 3 and whatever's in the middle 2. There we go. So that'll be fine. That'll be our 2 first-class lounges. They're not necessarily in the greatest spots, but they're going to at least let us do what we got to do. And then this space here, what size are we looking at? We're looking at 28. Now, dividing that by 3 is going to be something. So take 3 off of that for walls. That gives us 25. So 8 and 8 is 16. What if we did, so 8 there and a wall, and then we do 8 here and a wall? I guess that's fine. We can maybe go a little bit further in again. So if I clear out all of this and clear out all of this, that will give us a space that is 9, 8, and 9. That seems fine. I think that's fine for 3 separate stores. In terms of doors, we'll go ahead and do 1 there. We'll do 1 here, and we'll do, what was this one? 8. So we'll go for there as well. And I think that's okay. I think that's totally fine. In terms of cash registers, we'll keep it relatively simple. We'll go for 2 and 2. And I guess, let's see. Let's go for 2 at sort of the back of the store in this one. And then in terms of displays, we'll sort of randomize that a little bit shortly, but that'll be the stores. That right there will be the first class lounges. So let's go ahead and start putting in a bit more construction, because we do kind of have the money to do whatever we want right now. So we want this to be foundation. We want this to be foundation. This is obviously going to be a bit of foundation, and so is this. And then over this way, we want to go in and say wall, auto saving, a wall right there and there. We're going to want some doors. So we want a nice large, or sorry, just a regular sliding door for each of those. And then moving upstairs, we want to get the large sliding door for this guy. And we can't do it right there right now, so that's okay. All right, so we just need to let all that build, and we will be good to go. In fact, I could probably come down here and say, you know, that's a store, that's a store, and that's a store. We're going to want the cash registers, which are going to go in those spots. Oh, not like that. Can I cancel this one? There we go. We want a cash register facing that way and that way. So that'll give us 2 people working each of the stores, which is probably fantastic. And then in terms of actually putting things in here, I mean, if we just go to retail, let's say that the one on the left is gonna be clothes. I think clothes is probably a pretty strong shout for this. So we'll just go ahead and put a bunch of these guys in here. Honestly, clothes shopping in airports, it is a guilty pleasure of mine. I've got to be completely honest with you. There's just something about it I would say like. It's not that I like clothes shopping in airports because it's ridiculously expensive, but there is something about it that I do enjoy. I've got to be completely honest. It's just there's something there, because you see a lot of weird things in airports too, and you see like a lot of things just grouped together, and you're like, oh my god, they get sunglasses over there, they get hats over there, they get shoes, they got like Hugo Boss coats over that way. It's a lot. It's a lot of things. Now let's see what we can do for this space. I like the idea of this one being being sort of like a pharmacy there with maybe, I don't know, what else would a pharmacy have with it? I guess this one could be slightly more generic. So this one could have like, I don't know, book displays or something as well. So we'll do that. And we'll go kind of double it up there a little bit. We'll do some candy sort of at the back, and we'll go for there and there as well. So that one's a little bit more generic, but that's okay. And that should be fine for a set of stores. Looking this way, this is all coming together quite nicely. So that's great news. I guess for these guys, we probably want to deal with some flooring as well. So let's go ahead and just tweak all of them a little bit, because I actually really like this this blue border with the white floor in the middle for the store outside. So I want to do the same thing for the stores in this area as well. So we'll go ahead and just completely surround this one with that lovely blue flooring. We'll do exactly the same thing around here, around this middle one as well, and around the one on the right as well. And then right in the middle of all of that, we want to use, I guess, this guy, Stone 5C, and basically boom, boom, and boom. And that should look pretty good. Oh, I missed one. Hold on a minute. Stone 5C. I forgot about the Learnyville store. There we go. How are we looking upstairs? We're actually looking, well, we could be looking better. We definitely could be looking better. Let's dismantle that wall because we don't need it. And let me get some doors in here. So I want a large sliding door there and there. I want a wall across here, here, and here. And I want to dismantle this bit right here and here. And that should give us everything. In terms of windows, we'll go ahead and throw those into all of the spaces that I pointed out as well. So all the way around there and here as well. And that should be pretty good. Looking downstairs, ooh, the flooring's going in. I love it. Absolutely love it. And we got all the stuff for the shops as well in there already. So that's kind of great news. Now, can I get the right flooring for out here? I absolutely can. Okay, so let's do that. And that should give us the flooring for the doors. Now, the cool thing is, these could potentially make us pretty good money, which I'm excited about. I like the idea of making a bit more money through retail, because this one out here is actually doing okay. There's a pretty good number of people that go to this store. So that's going to be good. And if we look at this grant, we have 5 stores. We now need to do the 2 lounges. So that's fine by me. Let's also go in and clear all of the planning, because we don't need that anymore. And then looking up this way, we could probably go ahead and clear all of that planning as well, because all of the construction is already set to be done and is also very close to just being done. So that's great. Let's have a look at lounges then. So first class lounge, flight crew lounges. That's interesting. Okay. I like the idea of that, but no, we're going to do this one. We're going to do this one. And then what does this need? Or am I just done with the, is that it? Apparently that's it. Okay. Let's do a flight crew one then. I like the idea of a flight crew lounge instead. That's kind of cool. So we've done passenger experience completely, which is pretty cool. So serve 10 planes with a functioning fuel system. Interesting. Pay off any loans, wait for 3 days. Interesting. Airport efficiency, have at least 2 runways with 20 knot wind resistance. Haven't I done this? No. Ooh. How do I get improved wind resistance? So upgrade, runway lights, runway whatever, runway ILS. Interesting. Do I not have, ooh, okay. So where does this have to be? So this can sort of be close to the runway. Let's put it there. And I guess for you, we can upgrade with this as well. And again, I don't remember where these go, but that's fine. We'll do all of that. And hopefully that then completes that particular, yeah, there we go. 2 runways are done. Have 600 passengers at once, have 20 security and 12 staff scheduled at once. Oh boy. I don't think we have 20 security, do we? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You've got to be kidding me. We need 3 more. Oh, we need 3 more. That's depressing. Okay. All right. We'll figure that out. That's fine. We'll figure that out. What else have we got going on? So maximizing profits, 600 from advertising in a day, 2,000 from retail. Okay, that's all right. So what was the other one we're doing? So what have we got right now? 600 passengers, and am I missing something? Oh, this one. Increase the overall airline satisfaction to 70%. It's currently 69%. So I'm sure we can figure that out. To offer this facility to an airline, you need to negotiate them away. During negotiations, earn extra income, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's fine. Now, what do I put in a lounge? That's kind of what I'm wondering. So comfort, I'm guessing like benches would be a thing, right? That feels like a thing. So if I search lounge, I mean, it doesn't really say anything. It doesn't really say what a lounge might want. So I guess we would do like, I don't know, some benches or something. We'll do like this. We'll do I don't know, can I put tables between these? Have I got like coffee tables? We do have coffee tables. Okay. So we've got like these guys, which are fair enough, I guess. I don't know how I feel about this. It does feel a little half baked, to be completely honest with this idea. It doesn't seem like the lounges actually make all that much sense. But we'll put a bunch of chairs down there. We'll go ahead and we'll do this, and this, and that's fine. We'll do sort of the same opposite that. We'll grab a few more coffee tables. These little ones are going to have to do the job, so that's all right. We can go into decor, and I can throw some plants in there, I guess. I mean, I can do a tree. I mean, I guess I'll do a tree. We can do these plants as well, which are kind of huge. We have statues as well. We have ads. Oh, I could do ads. Man, ads in an airline lounge would make me kind of angry because you tend to pay a bit of money to get into those. Oh, I might do it. I might do it. Let's do some plants in here first, just to make the place a little fancier. And we'll do some plants kind of along here as well. I did see a comment, by the way, asking why I use the same type of plant for everything. I just like it. Same as City Skylines. I like the green combined with a little bit of color. In this case, also, pink. So it looks pretty nice. I'm really not sure what else to put in here. Can I do like ops, comfort? I mean, we can do flight info displays. I guess that would make sense. So we could do one there. We could do like a large info display, I guess there. Do I want to do like arcade machines? Is that a thing that's going to, make people happy? I actually don't know if I would be thrilled at my lounge having arcade machines, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. And I guess we could do like office desks, and it's like, hey, you can rent out this computer for a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm really not sure what to do with this lounge. You know what? No, I'm not gonna bother. Let's just do some flooring in here and it'll be okay. So let's go for, I guess, this wood right here. We'll do the job. We'll do the same out here, and we'll do the same in the flight crew lounge as well. And then for this little space outside, I don't know what wood it is. I think it's this one. We'll do it underneath the door, and that should be all right. And that's the first class lounge. I don't think it's ever going to get used. I don't think the flight crew lounge is ever going to get used either, because people don't get into the airport early. They get here pretty much as their flight's due to go. So this really might be for nothing. And these things have to be in an arcade zone. So that was for nothing either. All right, let's dismantle those. And you know what else? Let me go down here and sell all of the stuff in storage, because I don't think we're ever going to use any of it. So that can all go away. Are these guys actually being dismantled? It's hard to tell. It's, you know what? We'll leave it for now. It's fine. Oh wait, are they being? Nope. I don't think they are. All right. Yeah, I don't know. The lounges are a weird one. I guess if we had people getting into the airport earlier, it wouldn't be such a problem, but we don't. So it is. It's whatever. It'll do the job. We have a lounge. It's something we didn't have before. As for the shops, are they being used? Yeah. They absolutely are. They absolutely are being used. So no complaints from me there. We've got all the people shopping down this way. Let me just have another look at this then. Serve 10 planes with a functioning fuel system. Negotiate and assign 10 offices to airlines. I don't know if we're ever going to do that. Overall airline interest to 70. How do we increase you? It's based on price sensitivity, passenger satisfaction, airport facilities, and more. All right. So what if we were to maybe, I don't know, bring the pricing down a little bit? What if we went into here and said that retail daily? Ooh. You know what? I like the idea of restocking retail every 12 hours if necessary. I like the idea of garbage collection being every 12 hours. And I like the idea of light rail being every 30 minutes. That actually seems like a great idea. I didn't know I could change that. As for all of this, let's bring this down a little bit. Bring this down to 50. Bring you down to 1,400. We'll save those prices, and hopefully that's going to bump the airline interest up to 70%. And if it does, that's going to get us another government grant out of the way, which would be absolutely lovely. I would imagine it'll take a minute or so for the airlines to realize that I'm not charging them an arm and a leg for using this relatively small airport, but we'll see. I also imagine it's probably going to take a minute to see the real effects of having things like the light rail services coming a bit more often. I can even have buses start coming every 20 minutes, which I think that's going to be pretty good as well. So we will we'll get everybody coming in that little bit more often. It should mean that we have fewer giant groups of passengers arriving. And if anything, it might mean that we end up seeing people actually getting in a little bit earlier to use the lounges. That would be nice. Now, speaking of getting people in here earlier, did I go ahead and research? Let's see. Multiple drop-offs and pickups. That seems like a great idea. Let's also go for multi-lane access. So multiple drop-offs and pickups means that in theory, I can also do this, and we should have space for buses to sort of stop on this road as well, which isn't necessarily ideal, but we will see how the game behaves with that. It might not. It might not actually behave at all. So if I go to none and I say take that bit out, we might then have people getting dropped off over on this side as well, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It is going to hold up traffic a little bit, but honestly, that's probably fine. In fact, what if we also, what size is this? So this is 34, so that would be 17. So if I go and just pause for a second and clear you, and I go 16 there, and I go to pickups, and I go 16 there, we should now have, 2 little spaces that vehicles can come into to pick people up and drop them off, which is probably for the best. And that'll hopefully help the airport to move a little bit more efficiently. Now, we do have a lot of people coming through here. Airlines are still 69%. My income dropped by, honestly, probably close to $50,000 for the changes that I made, which is a bit frustrating, but whatever. I don't know if we're going to get the rest of these government grants out of the way. I've got to be brutally honest. I don't know if if we're going to get them out of the way. I'm also going to say, and I've only just realized this. I've been recording this entire episode without game sound. And this entire thing has had no game. I'm looking at my recording software right now, and the audio thing isn't moving at all. So there's been no game sound in this entire episode. I apologize. I didn't realize. Usually I fix that, but I don't know. I don't know why I didn't. It's a really simple thing. I literally have to press a button and it would be there, but it'd be weird to do it now. So here we are, I guess. Let's go into operations again, and let's bring commercial pricing down to 1,200. Ooh, have to wait 12 hours. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. Fuel services. What if we brought the price down to like 3%? I don't know if that does anything for me or for the airlines, but we'll see. Maintenance. Maintenance is allowed during the daily maintenance window specified above. Objects at or below their maintenance threshold will be repaired. While undergoing repair, objects are temporarily out of service for use. Regular maintenance is most cost effective, but hinders airport operations. Okay, so maintenance is fine. Transport capacity is... So this is the estimated capacity that we have. This is the peak demand. So our capacity is above demand, which is great news. So we don't need to worry too much about that. So basically we're doing all right. Basically the airport is running, it's making money. It's just going to be a case of continuing to make money and getting enough money to sell this and move to a new one. So I think that's about it. I think that's what we're going to do. I think I said that in the last episode that my plan was to sell this airport and get enough money, but I wanted to just make sure that we had everything out of the way. So we got some lounges, we got more shops. I think at this point we've built everything. We just haven't bought land. So now I guess my goal really is going to be, and I think I've said this before, my goal really is going to be to make hella money, sell this thing, and build a new one. So leave suggestions in the comments below for what we're doing, what kind of, I've asked, I know I've said this before, and I am still looking, I'm going to go back and look at those old comments as well. And I've asked, similar with City Skylines, what kind of vibe are we going for the airport? It's weird that this channel has had like an airport's, shtick for the last couple of months, but I'm here for it. My simple question is this: what kind of airport are we going for? Are we going for like a Heathrow? Are we going for like a Belfast? Are we going, oh, what is this? Wind is getting worse. Oh dear. Are we going for a Heathrow, a Belfast, a Glasgow, a Manchester? Are we going for like an SFO? Are we going for, you know, Stockholm? Where else have I been? Where else? What else have I flown to? I'm just listing airports that I've been to now. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. Anyway, before I start listing off more places I've been, I think we'll leave it there for today. I am really happy with how this airport's turned out, so I'll let the game run for a bit. We'll make hella money, and we'll sell this thing, get ourselves, you know, I'm gonna go for like 30 million minimum, and we'll build ourselves a new airport. So thanks for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. I'm glad to be back with SimAirport, even if I forgot to make the recording actually pick up the sound today. Glad to be back at it. We'll be jumping back into this again in a day or two to start working and planning the new airport. But until then, it's been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.